Are you simply waiting to see what Azimio does before you decide? Because Priscilla is saying you're waiting on the periphery to see what they decide so that it will influence your decision as well.
I like our excitement about bashing us in Kenya Kwanza, because we also have a process. It doesn't mean that we do nothing, because we've been consulting from October last year on the possibility of how to have a ticket that is friendly to all Kenyans. That's why I went out to look for good friends and partners. And in this case, I want to emphasize that there is no party that we can say is a small party. That's why Musalia Mudavadi, Moses Wetangula, and many other members of Kenya Kwanza came on board. We feel that we have a stronger ticket in terms of diversity. We have also a number of stars, ranging from most of the governors that are with us, and also other luminaries like Bone Khalwale. What stops us from picking him as a running mate to our party leader? So it is not entirely true that we are devoid of process. We've been consulting with the Deputy President on a number of issues, and including that issue of running mate. They need to have a balanced ticket where the second in command and also perhaps the third in command, given the fact that we feel it is not complete to have just two individuals. Most important, the ticket must also be friendly, and the two must complement each other. In fact, at times I have this feeling that for us to be able to have a very smooth transition is that let's have somebody that after 10 years, they can also retire with the Deputy President when he becomes the next president, for purposes of ensuring that we have smooth transition. And in future, perhaps, we can also have a caveat that if you are a running mate, please, after 5 years, after the 10 years, you can have a period of 5 years to step out, then you can come back on a new slate to avoid the kind of issues between the Deputy President and the President. Yeah. That one is saying, I'm pursuing an agenda, and the agenda is to make sure that you edge out your deputy from taking over from you. Yeah. Some of these issues can be neater if we're able to have a smooth constitutional arrangement. But that pact disadvantages the current Deputy President, because if you're saying that then they should just go home together, that should have applied to him as well, or now it's not going to be true? Well, you know, the law cannot be applied in the past. Yeah. You just apply the law as you go forward. I'm saying in future, yeah, we can also have that kind of arrangement, whereby as part of our conversation that after 10 years, you can step aside for 5 years, then you come back on a clean slate. Yeah. So that you avoid issues of saying, okay, you are campaigning too early. Imagine if the Deputy President never campaigned 2 years ago. You would have been edged out by the deep state. But now he was able to understand and demystify the deep state by campaigning in good time, yeah, for him to have some gravitas on the ground. But that will bring almost a constitutional crisis, because then essentially you're telling someone they would never really ascend to the head of state position. The farthest they can go is I
Deputy President.
You've not understood my explanation. Yeah. I'm saying if Nyokabi is my running mate, yes, after 10 years, she can step aside for 5 years, then come back on a clean slate. Okay. So that is how to avoid the kind of wrangles that we are having today. Yeah.